And I really want to take a minute here to tell you guys, you are not behind. It really doesn't matter where you are in this program. You are not behind. You've signed up, you're showing up, you're watching this Q&A live, or you're watching it as a replay. It means that you're taking in this information. You're solidifying things that you're learning, because part of the learning experience is not just being exposed to new information or strategies, it's also having repetition. Repetition is part of memory storage and moving something from short-term memory to long-term memory. And one way to do that is to have me kind of repeat things through a Q&A in addition to you watching the video content and also practicing it, because applying the information also makes you retain it and digest the information more effectively. But the other piece actually that's going to really help you is if you had to try to teach it to someone else. So if you're really struggling with one strategy or you're having a hard time applying it to your work, try to teach it to someone in your family who doesn't know anything about art. And how would you tell them how to do it? And that, having to break it down into little steps and thinking about those details, is really going to take your learning to the next level. Teaching is one of the best ways to really solidify your learning, which sounds so kind of funny and backwards. And when I used to teach in schools, my high school students would be like, "That's such a cheat, miss. I feel like you're just making me do your job." And I mean, I'm not surprised teenagers would say that. But, then I'd explain, like, this is really part of how you're going to learn. That's one reason that there are classroom environments set up with people who sometimes they might feel bored because they get it more, like they might understand an activity or have developed a certain skill already that others haven't. Having them teach it, they can feel like, "Oh, I already know this already. This is boring." But in fact, that's actually solidifying their learning and deepening it, because they have to think about how to articulate it to someone else who doesn't get it like they do. So that's just some background on learning and how we learn that might help you see some of the strategy in this program, so that maybe you'll buy in a little bit more too to some of the things I'm suggesting.